Well, good morning. I'm Derek Kilmer, and I'm just completing my first term as your state senator. Since I started serving our community, I've knocked on 37,000 doors, and it's a daily reminder of how challenging the times are that we're in right now. One of the most common questions I get when I stand on people's porches is, why on earth would you want to do this when things are so rough out there? And my response is, because things are really rough out there, and we need to change the way the state is doing business. Our state needs to do better. It's the reason I ran for office in the first place. I was frustrated by business as usual down in Olympia, and I wanted to shake things up and do things a little bit differently. So let me talk a little bit about what that means. I'll give you 4 quick examples. First, it means rather than simply talking about jobs, as a lot of the folks down in Olympia do, I'm actually doing something about it. It's what I do for a living. In my day job, I work for the Economic Development Board in Pierce County, and I work on trying to keep and grow businesses in our area every day. It's why, in my time in Olympia, I've passed laws to cut red tape for our small businesses, to streamline our permitting processes. I passed a constitutional amendment to provide some tax relief for our small businesses. It's why I passed a law to help build the new St. Anthony Hospital in Gig Harbor that employs 450 people in our region, and continue to work to revitalize downtown Bremerton and Fort Orchard. Second, it means fighting to protect the bottom lines of our families and our businesses rather than simply voting a party line. It's why I stood up and bucked my party, voting against the governor's budget and against the big tax package this year, voting against the suspension of Initiative 960. It's why I led the effort to reinstate the 1% cap on property taxes. I fundamentally believe that if you work hard all your life, you shouldn't be taxed out of your home. Third, it means challenging the bureaucracy. I have been a pit bull on keeping Narrows Bridge tolls down. It means not accepting the DOT's business as usual. I was able to pass a law to cut overhead costs on the Narrows Bridge budget, reducing DOT staffing from a proposed 22 to just 7. And finally, it means doing the job differently. If folks did their jobs in the private sector the way some folks in Olympia do their jobs as a legislator, they'd be fired. That's why I'm the only member of the state Senate who hasn't missed a single vote on a bill in the last 4 years. It's why, when the legislature went into special session, I refused to take reimbursements for meals and for travel. These are serious times, and they require serious people who are willing to go down there and shake things up. Last week, I was very proud to receive the endorsement of the Seattle Times. It was their first endorsement, and on their webpage, they wrote, "The Times' first endorsement supports the need for change." I agree with that. We need to change the way this state does business, and I'm here to ask for your vote.